So this is Eufy's new Outdoor Cam Pro. It is a wired and plugged in, and it is weather resistant. And also it is smaller than you think. Smaller means smaller features? Let's find out. Hello guys, LifeHackster here. Today we are going to check and test out the new wired outdoor Wi-Fi camera from Eufy, the Outdoor Cam Pro. This is the 2K version. Eufy also sells a 1080p version for a lesser price. Now there is also a privacy breach incident that happened to Eufy, which I'll share my thoughts on it at the end of the video, so keep on watching. So we will do a quick unboxing, setup, do the installation, and run some tests. And check out its video and audio quality and see if this wired and plug-in outdoor camera from Eufy will find its way to your home. Let's check out its features. So this is a mini but mighty security camera. It is an outdoor camera and has an IP67 weather resistant rating. No monthly fees because it has local microSD card storage. Color detail at night. It has a spotlight that turns on when it detects motion at night, which it will capture full color recordings. It records in 2K quality, 2304 by 1296 pixel resolution at 15 frames per second, and has a 130-degree field of view. It comes with a 32GB microSD card, and it can support up to a 128GB card. It has a built-in AI which can detect person and/or pets. It has a magnetic mount for flexible installation either in a wall or a ceiling. It has smart integration and compatible with Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. Feature-wise, this is like Eufy's indoor cam, but is weatherproof and has a spotlight. Time to do the unboxing. So we have the multi-purpose security camera, 2K resolution, and with a built-in spotlight. And it comes with a 32GB microSD card. And this is called the Outdoor Cam Pro. Front and center, we have the camera, which is actually smaller than I thought. Almost rounded in shape. So we have the camera lens, mic, light sensor, status light, and the spotlight LED. Then we have the infrared LEDs in the front face of the camera. On the back, we have the speaker holes. And this is wired, so we have weatherproof micro USB plug here for power. And we have the cover here, which we can flip up and we can see the micro SD card slot and the sync button. What else is inside the box? We have a power adapter, which is not weatherproof, 5 volts and 1 amp. We have a 20-foot USB power cable, a quick start guide, mounting screws and plastic anchors, and we have a 3M mounting tape if you don't want to screw in the mount. And we have a magnetic mount and a metallic base, which is the part that you are going to screw in. And the magnetic mount sticks to the base and the camera sticks pretty good on the mount. Then we have a 32GB microSD card, which is included. Now this is where all your recordings will be stored, so just open up the microSD card slot at the bottom of the camera and insert the microSD card. By the way, this camera can handle up to 128GB card. When closing, make sure the cover is pushed in tight. Time to set this up. Download, sign up, and log into the Eufy security app. Scroll down and click Add Device. Scroll down and choose Outdoor Cam, which you will see that they are also selling a version without the spotlight. Plug in the camera and click Next. Scan the QR code which is on the back of the camera. Open the microSD card slot and press the sync button until you hear a beep. Wait until the camera is connected and choose which Wi-Fi network you are going to connect to. Type in the Wi-Fi's password and click Confirm. Wait until setup is complete and click Next. Name your camera, which I'll name mine Outdoor Cam Pro. Click Next. Format the microSD card. And as you can see, the camera is already armed and sending motion notifications. This camera can be installed in a wall or horizontally in a ceiling, which it is going to be upside down, and you just need to flip up the image in the app. Let's check out the live view, which loads up pretty quick, and the lag time is not bad at all. Let's do the installation. You can use the 3M mounting tape or use one of the screws to screw in the metal base. The base has a hook where you can insert the camera's cable to secure it and prevent the camera from falling off, or if somebody pulls it off from the magnetic mount. Tighten the screw to screw it in place. Attach the magnetic mount to the steel plate and attach the camera. And you can drill a 1/2-inch hole for the weatherproof plug to pass through if that is the setup that you want to do. Time to check out the settings in the app. In the main app page, you will see the snapshot view of the camera. Click on it to go to live view. In here, you can click on the video icon to record the live view, and this will be saved in your phone's album. Scissors icon to take a snapshot and will also be saved to your phone's album. You can click and hold the mic to start two-way talk. Click on the spotlight to turn on the light, which will turn the live view in full color. Click sound to mute or unmute. On the upper right corner is the gear icon to get to the camera settings, where you can toggle on or off the camera, status LED, and auto night vision. We have the watermark, spotlight settings where you can turn it on or off, change the brightness from low to high. Auto spotlight for the light to turn on when it detects motion or noise at night. And you can even schedule the spotlight on times if you want. Then we have motion detection, where you can set the activity zones, and you can have up to 2 customizable zones. Then we have person, pet, which is in beta, and all other motion options. Then you can adjust the sensitivity from low to high. Then we have sound detection, which I think is not needed for an outdoor camera, and this is mostly for their indoor cameras, which it will have a crying baby detection. Then we have continuous recording if you want. The camera can record 24/7, and depending on the memory that you put in, like for a 128GB card, you can get up to 12 days of continuous recording. Remember though that it will only record in 1080p for continuous recording and not 2K quality. Then we have video quality. We have the streaming quality, we have auto, high, medium, or low. And more importantly is the recording quality, where you can choose 2K quality or 1080p. We have audio settings and notification, where you can set which events you want to get notified. When people, pets, all other motion, crying, or all sound have been detected. Remember though that these options need to be turned on in the motion or sound detection to give you notifications. Then you can choose the interval of the notifications, which is the cool down or cool off, like notified every time, every minute, and so on. Then content extension, most efficient, which is just text notification and without a thumbnail. Full effect and include thumbnails are rich notifications and the one that I like. Then app alert tones, which you can change the notification tones. Then we have storage. Local is the micro SD card that you inserted in the camera. You will see the status and you can format it if needed. Now there's cloud storage option if you want, and this needs a subscription. Then we also have NAS or RTSP options. And lastly, in the mounting guide, and if you install the camera in a ceiling, the only way for it to mount on the magnetic mount is to turn the camera upside down. And in here, you can rotate the image 180 degrees. Back to the main app page, in the Events tab, you will see the recordings of all your Eufy cameras. And you can filter it to a specific camera. And you will see all the recordings in the given day, where you can view or download it to your phone. In the Security tab are the modes, and this is where you can arm the camera. The Outdoor Cam Pro is standalone and not able to integrate with Eufy's base station, so it has its own modes. Home, away, disarmed. Geofencing is also an option, or you can schedule it. Click the gear icon of a mode and you can customize what the camera will do when motion or sound is detected, like record, send notification, and even set the camera's alarm if you want to. Time to do some testing, but before that, if you find this video and my other videos helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. And click the bell notification so as to get notified when I upload product reviews like this video, product updates, comparison videos, and long-term reviews. Thank you.
So this is the video and audio quality of Eufy Outdoor Cam Pro. And this is what it looks like at 10 feet. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Running that test. So this is the video quality of Eufy's Outdoor Cam Pro at night, and this with no lights, but its spotlight is turned on when it detects motion. And this is what it looks like at 10 feet. 15, 20, 25, 30. And this should be recording in full color. So this is the video quality of the Eufy Outdoor Cam Pro at night, and the auto spotlight is turned off and the auto night vision is turned on and no lights. And this is what it looks like at 10 feet. By the way, it has 4 infrared LEDs. 15, 20, 25, 30. So this is the video and audio quality of Eufy's Outdoor Cam Pro. And this with all my lights turned on and its spotlight is turned on. And this is what it looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's wet in there.
So we are going to test the motion alert notification speed of the Eufy Outdoor Cam Pro. And it is 541 and I'm on my LTE connection. So let's check it out. Here you go. I got a notification. And when you click and hold, you will get a snapshot preview. And then when you click on it, you will get to a buffered footage, which it shows from the start of the motion. So we are going to test the cool-off period of the Eufy Outdoor Cam Pro, and it is 5:42, and it's been about a minute. So let's check it out. Here you go. I got a notification again, and that means it is less than a minute. Cool. So we are going to test the maximum detection distance of the Eufy Outdoor Cam Pro, and I've set my sensitivity to the highest, and also I got the person detection turned on, and the activity zones is basically my whole backyard area right here. So let's check it out. So we are going to do, first will be 30 feet. There you go. Got notified at 30 feet. And if we press and hold, you'll see my snapshot preview. It's actually zoomed in to show me. That's pretty cool. So it detected me at 30 feet, but we're gonna try to get the maximum distance that it can detect a person. So let's check it out. Let's go 40 feet. 40 feet. Nope. All right, 35. Yeah, 35 feet. And my snapshot. There you go. Cool.
This is the audio quality coming out from Eufy's Outdoor Cam Pro.
Show me Outdoor Cam Pro.
Okay.
Stream Outdoor Cam Pro in Google Hub.
All right. Streaming Outdoor Cam Pro on Google Hub.
So what do you think, guys? First, because this is a wired and constantly plugged in camera, It is pretty reliable in motion detection. And with person detection, even if I crank the motion sensitivity to the highest, I don't get false notifications. And the camera can consistently detect me at 35 feet. Video and audio quality is pretty decent, and it seems like the bitrate and compression they use is a bit better. I'll be comparing this with Eufy's battery and even their indoor cameras in my future videos. Overall, I like how responsive the camera is, like other Eufy cameras, and I actually like the zoomed thumbnail preview in the notifications. This is also a pretty small camera, and if you're able to install this like through a wall or soffit install and be able to hide the power cable, it is going to be a pretty discreet camera and doesn't really stand out. I just wished it has a quarter 20 thread on the camera to have more mounting options. Also, I wish and hopefully in the future, Eufy will add vehicle detection in their AI. Now, let's address the elephant in the room about the latest privacy breach issue when Eufy did a server upgrade a week or so ago. I will link an article down below so you can read more about it. Eufy has apologized and are taking steps to prevent this from happening in the future. Now, different people will have different opinions about this, and some of you will lose Eufy's trust. I don't blame you. For me though, this is part of having cameras all connected to the internet. And I will still keep using my Eufy cameras. These privacy issues also happened to Wise and Ring in the past. I'm hoping they will eliminate this type of issues in the future. Anyways, any questions, comment down below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.